Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll show you some of the best hardcore PvE builds for the Druid. Whether you're looking to survive hell difficulty or just want to feel like an absolute beast while tearing through mobs, I've got you covered. So grab your potions, check your resistances and let's dive in. For today's video I prepared 3 of my favorite builds for the PvE Druid: Hurricane and Tornado, Fire and Shapeshifting Druid. For this build I choose for the weapon Heart of the Oak for its plus 3 to all skills, plus 40% faster cast rate and plus 40 to all resistances. For the helmet I choose Shaco socketed with rune, but you can socket it with a charm rune for its cannot be frozen, or even a burr rune for its physical damage received reduced by 8%. For the amulet I put a crafted one with plus 2 to druid skills, plus 19 faster cast rate, plus 20 to mana and plus 20 to all resistances. For the shield I choose Storm Shield. I think it's the best in slot for hardcore PvE. For boots I put a rare one with plus 30% faster run walk, plus 10% faster hit recovery and some resistances. For ring, of course, 2 Stone of Jordans for its plus 22 mana and increase maximum mana with 25%. For a belt I choose Arachnid Mesh for its plus 1 to all skill, plus 20% faster cast rate and of course increase maximum mana with 5%. For gloves I choose Mage Fist for its 20% faster cast rate. For the armor I choose Enigma, of course for its 1 to teleport. In the offhand I have Coat to Arms and Spirit. For the charms, of course Hellfire Torch, of course Annie. We have Elemental Skewers with life and some small charms with life and all res. For power Act 5 Mercenary with Frenzy and Iron Skin I choose a Lawbringer for its Sanctuary Aura, a Treachery for its increased attack speed, of course a Grief, and this helmet. Here in the skill tree we maxed out Hurricane, Tornado, Twister and Cyclone armor. We put nothing in shapeshifting, and in summoning we put 1 point into Raven, summon Spirit Wolf, summon Direwolf, summon Grizzly, and we maxed out Oak Sage. For the stats we put enough points into Strength for our gear, enough points into Dexterity to have 75% chance to block, and rest of the points into Vitality. Here you can see we hit the 99% faster cast rate breakpoint, so we can teleport faster and cast our spells faster. Pit is the best area to farm with this build because it's level 85 area, monsters are easy to kill, there are very few immunes because Hurricane applies cold damage, but besides that there isn't any immunes. Alright, now that we've covered why the pit is such a great farming spot, let's take a look at some other underrated areas that the Wind Druid can dominate in: Rocky Waste and Stony Tomb. Both of these zones are right in Act 2 and they are loaded with elite packs, good drop rates and great terrain for the Tornado. Rocky Waste and Stony Tomb are popular with players farming for mid to high tier items because they are not only accessible but have a good density of mobs and elites. Both areas level 85 zones, which means that any item in the game can technically drop here, including those high runes we are all chasing. Now let's talk about ancient tunnels in Act 2. This level 85 area is incredible for these druids because it's packed with undead and offers wide open space, perfect for tornado to hit consistently. With no natural cold immune enemies, you clear mobs efficiently while hunting for high tier drops, including unique and set items. Just pop down into Lost City and search for a door in the ground. Next up is Travinco, one of the best farming spots for high runes. The council members here drop high value loot and have a great chance to drop mid to high runes. As a wind druid, focus on controlling the council with Hurricane to slow them down, while using Tornado to shred through the grouped enemies. Just watch out for their fire and lightning attacks. Cyclone armor can help absorb some of the damage and keep you safe. Last but not least, we have Eldritch and Shank. These two unique monsters are pretty easy to farm because they are just next to the waypoint in Act 5. My second favorite build for hardcore PvE is the Fire Druid. In this type of build you can choose your melee damage dealers between Armageddon, Volcano and Fisher. Gear wise you can choose different weapons, helmets or shields. But my favorites are Phoenix for the melee weapon for this -2 enemy fire res. Raven War for helmet, also for its -2 enemy fire res. Socketed with a fire fast. Of course, Storm Shield for our survivability. Amulet with at least +18 to faster cast rate, and with the Mage Fist, Arachnid Mesh and 1 FCR ring we can achieve this 68% FCR breakpoint. In the offhand, of course, CTA and Spirit. For the charms we have Hellfire Torch, Ani, Small Charms with Life and Ores, Elemental Skewers and Flame Rift Thunder Charm for these fire immunes. I have my Act 2 Mercenary with Might Aura. For the weapon, of course, you'll need Infinity for its Conviction Aura, Flickering Flame for minus enemy fire res, and Chains of Honor for Life Leech and Ores. Looking at the skill tree, you have to max up your desired damage dealer. Either this is Fisher, Volcano or Armageddon. Next you have to go for their synergies and max them up. We skip the shape-shifting tab and go straight to the summoning one. Here we put 1 point into Raven, Wolves, Grizzly and finally we maxed Oak, Sage. For the stats, you have to put enough points into Strength for your gear, enough Dexterity for 75% chance to block and the rest into Vitality. The Secret Cow level. One of the best farming spots for this type of build, because there are high mob density and very few immunes. This area is great for mid to high tier runes, pretty good uniques, charms and bases for your rune words. Next we have Rocky Waste and Stony Tombs. As I covered with the previous build, high density of monsters and elites. Next in the list we have Taurasha's Tomb. There is high density of mobs, many elite groups and very quick and easy access. Next up we have Ancient Way and Icy Cellar. High density of mobs and many elite groups. And the last build for today's video is Shapeshifting Druid. With this type of build you have two options, werewolf or werebear form. I choose the first one. This druid is an extremely powerful melee build that can achieve a lot of damage and life. With some gear swap, this druid can become a powerful Uber Crusher. Fury is the main source of damage, while Feral Rage provides additional faster run walk and life leech. You can pick between the Heart of Wolverine that grants more attack rating and physical damage, and Oak Sage which provides more life. For weapon I have Breath of the Dying, Metamorphosis, High Lords, 40 upgraded Go Riders, Raven, Verdungus, Life and Mana Leech Ring and Laying of Hands. For charms, Hellfire Torch, Ani, Shape and Shifting Skillers, some small charms with 20 life, 3 max damage and 20 attack rating, and the rest life and res. For my Act 2 Mercenary I have Pride for its concentration aura to boost my damage, Shaft Stop and Vampire Gaze. In my skill tree I maxed up Werewolf, Lycanthropy, Feral Rage and Fury. On the summoning tab I put 1 point into Raven, Wolves, Grizzly and Oak Sage and the rest into the Heart of Wolverine. For stats I put enough points into Strength for the gear and the rest into Vitality. The best farming spots for this kind of build are Travinco, Pit, Eldritch and Shank, and Stony Tombs. And these were my best hardcore PvE builds for the Druid. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.